we did a project visit, or a preliminary project visit to an industrial client that we were trying to get work with on the other side of the state in Missouri. And while we were there, we were probably there 4 or 5 hours. And while we were there, one of the questions that we asked them was, okay, if we help you with design of your pretreatment upgrades, your wastewater pretreatment upgrades, are your operators in a position to be able to operate it, or are they going to need some training? And that seemed to strike a chord with them, and they said, we hadn't thought about that, but we'd like to have some training. That kind of evolved then to them wanting to take their industrial operators, there were 10 of them, and have them qualify for and take the state of Missouri operator certification exam for wastewater. Pretty unique because, you know, the state doesn't require industrial operators to be certified in Missouri. And so we provided that training, but in the process, we had to seek preliminary approval from the state of Missouri, the DNR, Operator Certification Branch. And so we kind of established a relationship with them. They were scrutinized all of our material, and you know, after going back and forth a few times, they agreed to have us deliver the course. They agreed to the number of hours, and that they were willing then to issue credit for that for operators to be able to, once they completed it, take their state exam if they chose to. So through that, we kind of established a relationship with the state, and not that we didn't have one already, but with the certification branch. And they were aware of MPUA trying to meet some needs in terms of a grant project, a federal grant project to provide operator training. And so they referred us, the state of Missouri referred us to MPUA, which is great. We obviously had developed some trust at that point that they would give us a referral like that.
Earning trust was a big one that we felt. You know, we're up there for hours and hours at a time teaching in front of really, I would consider the future of the water and wastewater industry in the state of Missouri. So just the fact that we're up there in front of them teaching, it's kind of just a natural way to build trust, and they're seeing us as the expert. And Mark also mentioned, you know, he shared the example of the city of Joplin had reached out to us about providing a similar training down in Joplin. And for those of you not from Missouri, that's about 3 hours away from Columbia where we provided this training. So it kind of just shows you how far out that's already reaching. And then delivering quality, just huge props to Mark for all the work that he put into developing the coursework. Like I mentioned, we had 5 different trainers and we were teaching off of Mark's content, but I just felt like he did an excellent job putting that together. And, you know, the students enjoyed it. There were group quiz questions, individual quizzes that we went through. So it wasn't so much, you know, us up there just talking for 8 hours a day. There's a lot of pauses and breaks to kind of get that interaction, share some examples, and just a really high quality product that we were able to provide. And then serving others, this is a big one. Just the operations field in general in Missouri, it's kind of a declining field. We work for a lot of small towns on the engineering side, and a super common issue is, one, not being able to find operators, and then 2, also trying to retain them. And I have a quick stat there on the slide. 88% of the level A operators, that's the highest level license that you can get in Missouri, are over the age of 45. And so that kind of tells us that it's almost like a dying field. And the state realizes that, organizations like MPUA realize it. And so that's kind of how this project came about. And there's been money that's put into trying to pursue opportunities like this and provide the training to build back up that field. And we've already heard success stories from the training that we've done of students passing. So it's it's one of those things you sit back and think about it, and just thinking about all the different towns throughout the state of Missouri. Some of these towns only have 200 people in them, but at the end of the day, like, it doesn't matter how big or small the system is. Every single system, it's such a convenience to be able to, turn your faucet on and have water, or flush your toilet, and it doesn't back up in your house. And the thing to realize is there's actual people that are responsible for making that happen, and it's not a guarantee. And the work that we're doing, it just helps build that staff back up, so there are people to continue to do those jobs long term and into the future.